Side Tonight with Jamie Bowles starts now.
Thanks for sticking with us here at 7:30. We begin this half hour closing out the school year. More than 140,000 students at Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools will be on summer break come Friday. I bet they're excited. Time to let loose, right? A time for some vacations, maybe some camps, pool fun, just some neighborhood play. Go out and have a good time. On the other hand, there is less structure, which can also lead to our children and our teens having more screen time. Throughout this newscast, we have asked you, how often are you online? We'll show you some of the responses that we've seen so far. 7% say they spend 1 to 2 hours on the screens every day. 26% 3 to 4. 41% 5 to 8 hours per day. And 26% say 9 or more hours per day. This summer may be time to be mindful of that number. The CDC says too much time spent on screens has been linked to a whole list of conditions. Talking things like weight gain, physical inactivity. Then you've got reduced sleep quality as well, poor body image, poor nutrition, depression, and also anxiety. Psychiatrist Sue Varma explained that researchers have seen changes in the brain after 6 or 7 hours of screen time a day. But keep in mind, even a person who spends less time than that could still become addicted.
The feeling is a loss of control over this, and the fact that you're not getting the same pleasure that you used to get from the same amount, so you keep doing it despite having negative consequences. That's when it's a problem.
Limiting technology for your children and teens this summer. Well, it actually may be easier than you think. Back in October, I had a conversation with a group of students at Charlotte Catholic High School where cell phone use is banned during school hours. The only exception for an emergency. Here's how students felt about it.
What were some of the conversations like even in the hall that first day when they told you?
I mean, I remember everyone was very skeptical about it. I mean, it was definitely a hard change for some people, but I think as people started to get used to it, they were fine with it, and now it's like so easy.
Tell me about the improved conversations that you're having with people.
I think all four of us can agree here. I enjoy talking to people and getting to know kind of the deeper parts of people, and like you said, with social media, it's very surface level. It's very kind of what they do Friday, they play football, and it's nothing deeper than that.
I feel like we're just talking about like normal stuff, like day-to-day stuff, instead of like, oh, I saw this TikTok, or oh, I saw this, or did you see someone's Instagram post? So it's definitely more like meaningful conversation, and like honestly, like getting to know my friends on a deeper level that I'd never even experienced before.
I imagine you all have friends in other schools too, besides Charlotte Catholic.
Right.
What has been their reaction when you told them that we can't use our cell phones at all?
They're like, what? I guess that was kind of my reaction when we first got sent the email, but I'm so thankful that we have that rule now.
I would say the biggest thing was like telling my grandparents or telling anybody that would reach out to me, because I would still get a text throughout the day like I'm in school right now. You know,
Yeah, grandparents quit texting during the day. Starting these healthy habits with screen time can start at any age, but the younger the better. WBTV's Claire Kopsky shows us one early childhood center's unique approach to limiting technology.
Nature.
Here's the long one.
In the palm of her hand.
Look at his long one.
The gleeful discovery of an earthworm cannot be replicated in a classroom. That's exactly what this early childhood center in St. Louis is aiming to do. Transforming the outdoors into a classroom free of screens and technology.
Indoors, we feel like we need stuff. We need manipulatives. And in the outdoors, it's amazing what a stick can become. A stick can be a wand. A stick can be a microphone. A stick can be a writing utensil in the sand or the dirt.
Okay.
Elena Emerald says children at the center can spend upwards of 5 hours a day outside, enjoying both free play and structured lessons. Something as simple as jumping in a mud puddle can become a creative game or competition. Activities can encompass fun and learning while also hitting on social cues, like taking turns and conflict resolution.
We have seen just behaviors that have significantly improved. It's like kids that are really struggling inside, it's like it melts it away magically. We don't see those behavior concerns outside.
Being outside is more than enjoying the sunny days.
How's it taste?
Teachers bring their lesson plans outside during the winter and even on rainy days.
And when you have the tablets and the TVs, the iPads, the computers, they lose that sense of their own natural imagination, creativity.
Research from the Mayo Clinic finds excessive screen times in kids can lead to loss of social skills, behavioral problems, less or irregular sleep, obesity, and even violence. For many parents, it can be a tricky balance to strike amidst the demands of everyday life.
We try and get good balance. Like, I am the best mom I can be when sometimes I take breaks. And some of those breaks involve having a screen.
And experts say moderation is key, as is what your children are doing or watching during screen time.
Our family values that outdoor playing, like, a lot. And so, but, you know, as, like, working parents, sometimes it's hard to engage your kids outdoor that much throughout the week.
Both women say important social and emotional skills can be learned during outdoor playtime. But sometimes it's not practical.
So I'm like a big outdoor person, but having 15 minutes of tablet time while I make dinner saves my sanity, too.
I cannot count this.
In the several hours spent outside with these kids, none of them ever asked for a phone or tablet to play with. Instead,
This is the slide.
they use their imagination and creativity to learn and interact with others on a playground with infinite possibilities. Claire Kopsky for On Your Side Tonight.
Having a blast, all of them, right? All right, so we have the 5 C's of media use from the American Academy of Pediatrics to help regulate your child or grandchild's screen time this summer. The first C is for child. Since parents know their children, think about how media affects them, what they're attracted to. Next, that comes content. The next C, learn about what your child is watching, what games they're playing. Third, calm. What are other ways to calm brains and bodies down instead of using media? Fourth, crowding out. If media use is stopping your child from things like family quality time, sleep, or time outdoors, think of ways to get that time back. And then finally, communication. Talk about media early and often. All right, we're on your side tonight, taking a deep dive now into our forecast. Give you a couple live pictures here and show you uptown Charlotte. You see Boone as well. We do have a first alert for rain chances, still a few tonight, more coming our way tomorrow. And we know one thing. Thunderstorms are common in the spring, and that can lead to this, hail coming down. But that's a nice question. How exactly is hail formed? Well, to help us answer that, I'm in the First Alert Weather Center with meteorologist Alicia Wilson. All right, let's start there. How does it form?
Well, Jamie, you know, when it comes to thunderstorms, you know, we have different parts of a thunderstorm that we talk about. You have a downdraft and you have an updraft. Okay. And it's in the updraft that we get these water droplets that get sucked up into the updraft, these frozen water droplets, and from there, they kind of do what's called accretion, and this is going to form rings of ice around that particular embryo, that ice embryo, kind of like the rings of a tree. And depending on how strong that updraft is, that's going to determine how long that piece of hail can be suspended in the updraft. And when you have a strong updraft, let's say it's like 90 miles per hour, you can get that hail suspended for a very long time until gravity takes over and it drops to the ground. And unfortunately, you know, we've had some of that kind of large hail around here. You remember with the storms in Rock Hill, Jamie, where the windows were busted out of several cars. There was lots of damage. They had softball-sized hail, but for that hail to be severe, it only has to be 1 inch or quarter size.
So I think it's bigger. It's just because it's hanging longer in that cloud, right?
It's suspended longer in the updraft, and each time you can see it. Like if you cut a piece of hail in half, you can almost see with the rings how long it was suspended in that updraft.
Kind of like rings on a tree, right? We can tell how long it grows. We've seen some incredible hail, obviously pointed out in Rock Hill, in the Midwest, Texas, places like that this spring as well. There you see that graphic one more time. Alicia, appreciate it. Great information as always. Moving on here tonight, let's talk about a topic that is certainly top of mind for a lot of people. We're on your side tonight with a full court press for taxpayer money. It was 2001. Remember this? Charlotte Hornets owner George Shinn wanted a shiny new replacement for the old Charlotte Coliseum. But it wasn't that old. It was just over a decade old. Had hosted a Final Four. And in its first few years was packed with NBA fans.
Not to be cliche, but it was magical. It was electric. This whole town was unified behind a common goal, and that was backing this team.
But it did not have luxury boxes. Shin wanted a new arena, uptown, paid for entirely by taxpayers. He said, build it or the team is gone. A referendum was put to voters. It included an arena, a relocated Mint Museum, an African-American cultural center, and more. It was expected to pass, but it didn't.
Since they're spending taxpayers' money to accomplish their personal goals of how to have uptown look, I mean, so they're only spending your money, so where's your surprise?
Well, city leaders looked for a workaround, but there was a caveat. They wanted the increasingly unpopular Shin to sell the team first. He refused, and his team was off to New Orleans. Now, that whole drama was very different than the one that played out just a few years earlier when Jerry Richardson brought the NFL to Charlotte. He built what is now Bank of America Stadium. It opened in 1996. He financed it with a new idea, not a tax, but a personal seat license. Fans would pay it for the right to buy a season ticket.
We're one of the most privately funded stadiums in all of the NFL, and if you look at partnerships across the NFL, public-private partnerships are prevalent.
So there was that shift. It was 2013. Taxpayers on the hook for upgrades. $75 million for a big scoreboard, escalators, and more. And now the team is back with a much bigger ask. Owner David Tepper is asking for $650 million public dollars. And today there was a very public display of support for that idea from some of the city's movers and shakers.
Center City Charlotte is transforming from a central business district to a central activity district. Think a more complete place. Our stadium, our Panthers, FC Charlotte, and the large-scale concerts are driving this transformation. They're a defining asset for our city and our tourism and hospitality economy.
Now is not the time to go scared on being a big league city. We're 20 years into it. We got 20 years to go. So what do? We upfit the stadium and make it the kind of place we can all be proud of and enjoy and use for that 21-year period. It's an opportunity to use money from what is not a typical source. This is not money coming from normal taxpayer dollars.
That is true. The money isn't coming from, say, property taxes. Nothing you pay now is going up. But this is money you have and will continue to pay. The cash for the Bank of America Stadium upgrades will be borrowed against future hospitality taxes. This is the fine print on receipts we all get when enjoying some time out. For example, 1% is added to your drinks and food bill when you're eating out in Mecklenburg County. So you're paying $1 for every $100 you spend in a restaurant. For those coming to Charlotte, 2% is added to the hotel bill, so $2 for every 100. The way the law is written, the money from these taxes can only be used for things tourism-related.
1 in 9 residents works in the leisure and hospitality industry, which employs a significant portion of our community and supports a wide array of local businesses. Sports and events have been a major driver of the record revenue for our industry as we continue to emerge out of the pandemic, highlighting the vital role these activities play in our recovery and growth. So I'm very surprised when I hear academic economists talking about this, saying this may not be a good investment. I don't think they're talking to business owners.
Well, one business owner who we haven't heard from publicly yet is David Tepper himself. Now, through statements and news releases, his organization says it has already spent $117 million on previous improvements. Says it's also committed to spending another $571 million over the next 20 years, but not a lot of specifics yet on what that number includes. The Panthers and Charlotte FC would also be committed to staying in the city for those 20 years. Right now, Charlotte City Council is taking some public input on this plan. They do want to hear from you. Council is expected to vote in just a few weeks on all of this. That's coming up on June 25th. Coming up next here on Your Side tonight, doubling down on a long-awaited development. The Two Kings Casino Resort in Kings Mountain will start construction this week, and we have 3 things to know. And the pay divide widens once again. We're on your side with how much more CEOs are making compared to their workers.